Why would someone willingly subject himself or herself to the bitter cold? It may sound uncomfortable or unusual, but bear with me as the benefits are numerous. I'm going to tell you why everyone needs a cold tub or some form of cold exposure at home. I'm going to go over the top 12 benefits that not only have been scientifically measured and tested, but also have been experienced by myself and some others who have been exploring the field of cold immersion wholeheartedly. I have no doubt that everyone listening right now can relate to several of these benefits. Let's start with inflammation. When you hear the term inflammation, you probably think of a swollen ankle from a sprained joint or redness around the fresh cut. But inflammation goes deeper than that. It plays a significant role in many diseases like diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's, or even depression. Cold exposure, whether from a cold plunge or an ice bath or even a cold shower, has been proven to significantly reduce inflammation in the body. Our second benefit is related to chronic pain. I'll get into my personal experience with this in a future episode, but I'll say this much. Cold exposure has been a game changer for many people. It's a potent natural painkiller that has been shown to alleviate conditions like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, and arthritis. Athletes have been utilizing cold plunges for faster muscle recovery after training or competition. Renowned athletes like LeBron James or Cristiano Ronaldo or Novak Djokovic have embraced this practice for years. I personally see much faster recovery after workout when I do a quick cold bath. There is an argument, however, that cold immersion right after weight training may inhibit muscle growth. I have personally not seen any evidence of that, but if you're looking for increasing your muscle mass and you're concerned, you can leave a few hours after workout to get in the cold tub. Next, enhanced immune response. Did you know that cold exposure can have a profound impact on our immune system? Studies have revealed that subjecting ourselves to cold can enhance the production of white blood cells, bolstering our body's defense against infection and diseases. Fifth, increased energy. Feeling sluggish and in need of energy boost? Believe me, look no further than a cold tub. When we expose ourselves to cold temperatures, our adrenal glands are stimulated, resulting in the production of epinephrine and norepinephrine. These hormones have a pivotal role in increasing energy levels and overall alertness. Imagine starting your day with a quick dip in cold water or taking a cold shower. The minimum I do every morning is splashing my face with cold water. Some afternoons, if I'm working from home and I feel a bit sluggish, I do a 5 to 10 minute cold plunge. It feels like the day is starting again. Now let's talk about brown fat. Did you know that our bodies have two types of fat? White fat and brown fat. White fat stores energy. However, brown fat creates heat by burning calories. Cold exposure has the incredible ability to activate and increase the amount of brown fat in our bodies, leading to improved metabolism, increased insulin sensitivity, and potentially weight loss. Several studies have also shown that cold exposure can help lowering blood pressure. The contraction and expansion that happens during this process seems to be the mechanism that does it. However, if you have very high blood pressure, you need to take it easy and slowly, and first consult with your physician. Next, depression. Measurements have shown that after cold immersion, we get a boost of dopamine and endorphin that improves mood, increases happiness, and lowers any feeling of depression. In another video, I will discuss the method I personally use to gain as much mental and psychological lift as I can from cold immersion. But if I'm truly honest, this is one of the main reasons I do cold regularly. You can call it my dopamine addiction, but I'd rather to be addicted to this form of dopamine production than any other. Number 9, willpower. No doubt that embracing cold requires willpower. Consistent practice not only strengthens our physical resilience, but also our mental toughness and discipline. Before I started doing serious cold immersions, I always thought I had a fairly strong willpower. But then I realized there was room for improvement. There are days that you don't feel like getting in cold water, but you still do it. That strengthens and takes the willpower and discipline to a different level. Before we move on to the next subject, let me tell you that I will be creating videos getting into detail in my experience with cold. So if you enjoyed today's discussion, make sure to subscribe and tap the like button. Now, next is addiction. The mental toughness developed through cold exposure can also help fight addiction. The discipline and endurance gained by braving the cold increases our pain threshold, making the physical and mental discomfort of withdrawal more manageable. Also, a part of dopamine that used to come through the addictive substance or behavior can now come through cold exposure, alleviating the feeling of depression due to withdrawal. I've seen people using cold as one of their main tools, of course, in combination with other efforts to beat their addiction. Next is improving sleep. The rush of adrenaline and cortisol during the cold immersion can deplete the cortisol level in the body, creating a conducive environment for falling asleep later at night. However, I do not recommend it right before bedtime, as the adrenaline levels can stay high for a few hours. I've experienced if I'm doing it late in the evening, it's better to end with warm, like taking a warm shower or hot bath to get better sleep. But we will discuss the subject of ending with warm or cold and when to do one or the other in another day. Last but not least is about our autonomic nervous system, or ANS. Cold exposure can be an opportunity to learn to influence our ANS, which usually operates beyond our conscious control. Normally, our ANS works automatically without any interference from us. However, it has been proven over and over that human is capable of influencing the autonomic nervous system through the power of mind, meditation, and focus, accessing the subconscious levels. I do use cold as a way to teach myself to influence my ANS, which I will share with you in the future. Okay, that's a lot of benefits, but it's important to remember, like any other new health practice, it is essential to approach cold exposure with caution. Everybody's body is different, so listen to yours and always consult a healthcare professional, especially if you have a pre-existing condition such as heart disease or blood pressure. Remember, the purpose of cold exposure is not to suffer, it's to challenge ourselves, build resilience, and unlock a wealth of physical and mental benefits. Stay cool, healthy, and strong.